Hey guys, welcome back to the Parkerverse. Now, I know it's been a while, but finally, following on from one of my most earliest home screen setups, the Bleach Holo Ichigo, almost 3 years on, I bring you the second Bleach setup. And this time, with a request score of over 11,000, it's time for the 1000-year Blood War. So here he is, Ichigo standing tall as if taken straight from the show's intro. Now I know a lot of you are going to love just how simple and clean this home screen is. But before we get started, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on the next one. And of course, as always, don't forget to submit your live wallpaper and home screen requests right from within the Epic Live Wallpaper app. Just head over to the live section and then click on the request button. And remember to boost your favorite ones using both the heart and the booster buttons here. So here it is, a simple, clean, black, white and orange setup for our returning Soul Reaper, Ichigo. And this one is perfect for those of you who want a standout home screen without all that over-the-top flashiness. And personally, this one is definitely one of my new favorites for sure. Now as for the home screen setup itself, it comes with clean circular white icons matched by this curved out music indicator, which also allows you to play and pause your media files. And tucked away right in the top corner of our screens, a color customized black and white date widget. Now, to replicate this home screen on your Android phones, all you're going to need is Nova Launcher, KWGT for all of the widgets, and finishing things off as icing on the cake, we're using Hex Installer. Now don't worry, I'll leave a link for everything that you'll need down in the video description below. But before we get started, make sure to smash that like button, it will really help out the channel. So let's kick things off with some Nova Launcher tweaks, starting with removing that notification bar from our home screens to give us this clean look. For this, within Nova Launcher settings, just simply head into the look and feel section and under notifications, make sure to disable this option right here. So now that we have that out the way, let's make a couple more changes within Nova Launcher to get this comfy icon set up. So just head into the home screen section and starting right at the top with the desktop grid, we want to set that to 5 across and 11 down. After which, for the icons themselves, we're first going to turn off their labeling and then decrease their size. And finally, for the default dock, we're going to make sure to toggle that one off. So now that we have the basic setup, let's move on to our home screen app icon. Matching the whites of our backdrop is the light void icon pack. Just simply head to Nova Launcher's look and feel section and then set the pack as your system icons, just as I'm showing here. Now, before we go any further, let's grab ourselves this awesome live wallpaper. For this, just simply head over to my custom collection app, Epic Live Wallpapers, and you'll find it there. And remember, if you want me to animate one of your favorite images, make sure to submit it right within the app itself. And of course, don't forget to boost it higher up the list. And every week, I'll be making the #1 ranked request. Now, it's time for the KWGT widgets. But right before we get into them, we need to first make one final Nova Launcher tweak. And I promise, this is going to be the very last one. So within the home screen section, just scroll all the way to the bottom of the list, where you're going to find both of these overlapping options, which you want to make sure to toggle on. So now that we have that out of the way, let's look at our first KWGT widget. Starting right at the bottom of our screens with this awesome curved out music indicator, courtesy of the K Music Pack, is widget 19. Just simply start by loading in a KWGT layout to your home screen, and then you want to resize it so it looks something like this. And once done, because it is overlapping our home screen app icons, we're also going to long press it and select the option to send it to the back. Now with this widget within KWGT, all we're going to do is simply adjust the widget size. Now to do this, just simply head over to the layer tab and adjust the scale option. For my screen size, 98.6 was perfect, and of course goes without saying, make sure to hit save before you leave. And now moving on to the second widget, this vertical black and white date indicator, the base of which from the watermelon pack is widget 51. Here once again we're going to start by loading in a KWGT layout to our home screens and then resize it just as I am. But this time, instead of sending it to the back, we're going to toggle on the padding option. Now, by default, this widget comes with a blue circular orb, but before we go about changing it, first things first, let's start just like we did in the first widget by adjusting this one's size. So once more, using the layer tab, we're going to adjust the scale setting. For mine, I went for a cozy setting of 54.5. So now that that's out the way, let's address that orb. For this, from back on the item tab, we want to head into the stack group item, and then the top overlap group, and finally the shape at the top. And as you probably guessed already, using the paint tab, we're going to set the color to black. And there you go, we're done with the widgets. And now wrapping up the setup, we're using Hex Installer. This is going to give you a nice AMOLED friendly black backdrop with the colors of the theme splashed across your whole system, including the notification panel. Just use the color codes that I'm showing on screen. Or alternatively, you can get a similar result using the app OneShade. Now if you like this video and want to see more just like this, make sure to hit that like button as well as subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on the next one. And as for your live wallpaper requests, make sure to boost them right within the Epic Live Wallpaper app itself. See you guys next time on Into the Parkerverse.